We're early. 5 minutes to go.
More like 3.
Like
My
3.
phone says 1. What does the computer say?
3.
3 minutes. Oh, I didn't see that no one was calling me.
Oh, there's 3 persons on now.
Hi. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Shut up. Oh,
GG4. Hi. Fish Pond JA. Hi. These names look new.
Fish pond, Fish pond.
Yeah. Carlene Ferron. Hi. Jam Q. No, James Q. James Q. Hi,
Hi,
everyone.
everyone. Hi. I'm having the sniffles today.
Hi, Gigi. That word is on Desna. Hi, Jane. Good day. Hi, Philip.
So some person's trying to call me, not realizing I'm on YouTube today.
Hi, Catrice.
Catrice or Patrice?
No, it's a K.
It's okay, okay.
Mm-hmm. TM McFarlane. Hi.
Hi, everybody. Good afternoon.
Thanks for being early.
Right. So while the others are coming on, it's a really a good time now to ask us some questions. Those of you who are on early get the bonus of having us all to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
All to yourself.
Hi, Anthony. Hi, Vivine. Nicole. Hi. Allison. Hi. Daria the Vegan.
Alison's always there.
Yes.
So is Anthony.
Yes.
Vivine. Trying to remember. Vivine. So bring her back.
Mm-mm. Hi, Doreen.
Hi, Vivine. Were you here last week, Vivine? Doreen Lindsay's always here too.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Tony, I get to know the names, man.
Yes.
Thank you guys for coming in. You can tell us what's new as well as you can ask us any questions on real estate, wealth, money, finance, all of that.
Or tell us what's happening.
Can't even talk. I'll ask us about relationship advice too if you want. It's been a while. Read that, Tony. Oh gosh.
Gigi says it's been a while since I logged in. Did you complete construction on your home? This is from Gina from Galena. Are you talking about the Cooper's Hill? The Red Hills?
Yeah, which one? Red Hills? If it's Red Hills, we don't complete it yet. We haven't quite abandoned it, really. But we haven't completed it yet.
Are the more exciting projects?
Yeah. Yeah, moved on to other more exciting projects. One of them that I'm looking forward to is the one that's going to be in Portland.
Mm-hmm.
So the Portland project is at Norwich, Portland. Really looking forward to that. Waiting on approvals now. It's 22 acres being subdivided. So we're just waiting on who waiting on now? Waiting on NEPA, waiting on NAA.
NEPA not finished?
No.
Oh, they're the one who asked for the stuff.
No, it was NAA who asked for some changes. So NAA asked for some changes. So we did that. We sent it back. So we're waiting on them now.
Oh, here's a question.
Mm-hmm.
Cost involved in selling a property. Cost associated with purchasing land and building.
So it's 2 questions.
Well, technically it's 3 because cost for selling is different from cost for purchasing, and cost for building is a whole list by itself.
Oh my goodness. Roughly cost of building, probably I'll answer it backwards. Cost of building, roughly 15,000 per square feet. Roughly. You can get that cheaper or higher depending on who you're using. And if you are supervising yourself, meaning if you're going to the hardware to get the stuff and all of that stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if your family members are the masons or the plumbers and or so on, that give you a good rate. But overall, about 15,000 square feet. So a 1,000 square foot you should be able to can get it 15 million or less or more, depending on your fixtures.
A 1,000 square feet house is like a 2 bed,
Right.
two
Two bed,
bath,
2 bath.
living
Right.
room, dining room, laundry.
Right. Just depends on, and it depends on the terrain. So certainly, if you're building on flat land, that do require all the heavy lifting in terms of knocking out stones and so on. So when I'm up in Red Hills, I have to hire the hammer quite a lot to hammer out stones. At the time when I was hammering stones, that was like 8,000 per hour. So by the time I got 8 hours, that's 64,000, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it is now. I haven't done any hammering maybe since before pandemic. I haven't done any hammering because always flatland building on now.
Mm-hmm.
But certainly if you're building in the hills with the stones, which is actually the best place to build your house on stones, the hammering is the preparation of the foundation costs, right? So the 15,000 per square foot is if you're doing flat land and we're digging out the strip, the 18-inch by 3 feet deep strip. That's really, yes.
Can you do less than
can
that?
get it for less. I think a gentleman last week said he built a 2-bedroom house for 8 million.
Mm-hmm.
But of course, as I said, the family members, all of that. What was the other question? If you're buying land, that's the question, right?
Yeah.
Is it buying land or selling land? Buying land.
Both buying and selling.
Okay, so if you're buying land, basically the only difference is when you're buying, you don't pay the transfer tax, which is 2% of the purchase price or the sale price. It would be the seller who pays that. But you pay half of the stamp duty, which now is 5,000, so you pay 2,500. You pay half of the registration fee, which is the sales price times 0.25 divided by 100. That's how it's calculated. So the 0.25 is your half, right? 0.25 over 100 times the sales price. You also pay half of the sale agreement, half of the letters, and that's dependent on the lawyer that you're using.
And you may need to do valuation and survey.
And you may need to do a valuation and survey, right? So for the buyer cost, seller cost, main difference is that 2% transfer tax. Only the seller pays a 2% transfer tax. And of course, the seller usually don't do a valuation or survey unless when the buyer does the survey, it comes up with a breach. The seller has to correct the breach. Then the seller now has to do over the survey to hand to the buyer. That's usually when the seller will do the survey. However, if we look at the property and we realize that there may be a breach, we do ask our sellers, please do a survey, because we want to identify what this breach is so that we can let the buyer know and the seller know as well and the lawyer knows. That way they can determine how they're going to proceed to correct this breach.
Right, because it could delay the transaction.
Right.
If that's not figured out from the start.
Right. Now, some breaches require that you will have to demolish the structure. So definitely if you breach the government sidewalk and verges, don't even bother think you're going to change a covenant, just go lick down the fence line, please.
Or if you breach the neighbor,
which would be an encroachment.
Mm-hmm.
So if your house, let us say you build a step and it's hanging over the neighbor line or piece of your house on the top floor, jut out over the neighbor line, guys, that one you're going to demolish, right? You must be within your own boundary. And definitely if you breach the government's sidewalk or any common area, whether for the government, for a homeowners association, as long as it's not an individual, and it is, if it's in an organization too. So let us say NEPA owns a property, or Ministry of Agriculture, or somebody like that. You're going to have to remove it. Don't bother even thinking going to court to do anything. Just remove it. And don't hire a lawyer. When the surveyor comes and says, yes, you breach, your fence is 2 feet over the line or 3 feet over the line, and it's not an individual you breach an organization, you breach a government organization or any private organization, just take it down.
Yeah, but even if you breach an individual,
Don't even want to argue either. Just take it down.
try and find an amicable solution to it.
If it's a fence line, the amicable solution is to remove the fence. Full stop.
But sometimes it's a building.
If it's a building, then you can go to court, right? Because it really depends on the how valuable this building is, and if taking down the building is going to mean that it's going to leave a structural damage on the building,
Or leave somebody homeless.
yeah. But definitely, if it's a fence line, guys, don't waste your time and energy. And even if it's not you build it, suppose your mother did build it back in the day, or granny or whatever, let's take it down. Don't want to waste time with that. All right. What was the other one? I answered the 3 questions.
Well, you veered a little bit, but one was the cost to sell, cost to purchase, and then cost to build. And you basically answered it backwards.
All right.
So the only real difference between the selling and the buying is the transfer tax. And of course, as Ms. Davis said, the seller don't normally do a valuation and survey unless there's an issue that the buyer brings forth from their valuation and survey.
Right. So sometimes the valuation will come back. So I'm selling also $10. Your valuer comes, as the buyer valuer comes and says, no, this value $8 million. Then we have to go back to the drawing board, but usually seller is gonna say no. That's our experience. So if the seller says I want 10 million for the place and you come back at it value, your valuer said it value 8 million, I can tell you, our Jamaican sellers will tell you, you got a bad valuer, you go back and find somebody.
But if it's really 10 million, chances are there's multiple buyers. They just move on to the next buyer.
Yeah. If it's really 10 million, move on to the next buyer. That's just how it is, guys. So the lower end of the market will have higher demand, right? So and they will so the seller might ask 10 million for a quad. Because we have that 10 million for a quad and the offer is 11.5. So the seller is definitely going to go and take 11.5. And when the valuer comes and says, oh, this place only value 8 million, no. Seller is going to say no.
Okay. Fish Pond wants to know, if you use 2.5 from NHT to purchase land, can you use your other 4 million plus funds to buy a house property?
Yes, you can.
No, you can't.
Yes, you can.
Yes, you can? How? I thought you had to use the balance to build on the said property that you just buy with the 2.5 million.
Don't think so.
But
Because
wouldn't
it's
that
land, it's house and why to happen on that land. Let's check that.
So wouldn't that be a double benefit technically? Because you'd have 2 pieces of real estate.
But one is land.
Yeah, but it's one benefit you get. How are you going to use the
email NHT and let's ask them.
But devil's advocate, they say your name cannot be on a title to get your NHT benefits. So if
No,
you purchase
on a
this
title
land,
with host.
a title with host.
Yeah. Let's send them an email.
Okay.
We're gonna ask them. So send them an email, weCare@nht.gov.jm, or just Google the question, Tony, and let us see if can I still get my NHT? Everybody put this here, Google. Can I still get my NHT benefit if I own
land
only? Somebody may have answered it already. Only. Time at your Google, tell us if it comes up.
Your question there answered from NHD.
What?
Only in instances where the price of the unit is greater than.
No. You have to look for a question.
Oh, let's look at the question.
All right. What's another question?
So
anybody, if you find it, let me know.
Vivian wants to know if I have a mortgage.
Put it in the chat. Sorry, put it in the chat.
If I have a mortgage with the bank about 2 years and want to sell the house, how do I go about that? Or can I what? I don't see the rest of the question.
If you have a mortgage in the bank for 2 years and you want to cancel the mortgage, is that the question?
No, I want to sell the house.
You can. I think there's only a 1 year limit that you have to. And if you decide to cancel before the 1 year, you just pay the penalty.
Right, so give them the full information, Mom.
What?
You have to give the bank. You have to find out from the specific bank with the mortgage what is the thing for coming out of the mortgage.
What is their
parameters, right?
So I know with JN, I think you have to keep the loan 1 year.
Right.
Which is why you hear me saying, you buy, let us say, buy all these new developments, budget to keep the mortgage for 2 years, right? If it's an investment property, you're thinking of that it is. So you don't plan to rent, you don't plan to do any of that, you just want the capital gain, right? But you borrowed to buy this property. So budget to pay the mortgage for 1 to 2 years. So you would have added the mortgage to the price of the house. So let's just say you bought the property for 10 million and the mortgage is 100,000 per month. You would have paid 1.2 million per year, 2.4 million in 2 years. So the 2.4 million would have been added to the 10 million. That would be the price you paid for the house. So technically you would have paid 12.4, right? So when you sell it back, you would factor on that what you really paid was 12.4 and not 10 million. Plus, remember to add whatever closing costs, both for the bank and for the government.
Right. You also want to, when you find out how long you have to keep the mortgage for, there's also a notice period that you need to give the bank.
Right. Usually, for Jamaica National, I know it's 3 months. I think it's the same for like Victoria Mutual. 3 months, you must tell them before. So we're in July 1 now. Which month are we in? We're in June. So we're in June. And you want to close this mortgage 3 months down the line. So you would tell them June, July, August. So you want to close it August 31st. So you need to be writing that letter by May 31st. You must give them the letter because you have to give them 3 clear months. So somewhere in May, you're going to write the letter to say, I, John Brown, whatever, will be closing out my mortgage on August 31st.
Right. And in such case, if she's selling the house and she's actively, like, has a real estate agent actively listing, selling it, etc., once she finds a buyer and it's going to contract, then that's a good time to notify your bank.
Yeah, when you find a buyer and you're going to contract, because it's going to take about 3 months to close the sale, right?
Yeah, the chances are they're using a mortgage too.
Right, 3 to 6 months. If you don't do that, it's just that the mortgage company is going to charge you some interest, right? Some penalty interest. But I've done it without giving them notice. Penalty interest is not such a bad thing.
Any extra money you have to give the bank is a bad thing. You never know, write like a letter.
Yeah, but it wasn't anything that gonna stop you from selling. You buy some for 10 million, you sell it for 20 million. For them little interest now, can't stop that, right?
Sophia says, hello ladies, thanks so much for showing up and serving your subscribers every Sunday. We appreciate your dedication and hard work. Thank you.
Thank you. I keep telling you, teach me a lot too. Because the more we answer these questions, is the more we learn it in our brains. And then you just ask me a question that I need to go investigate too. So I need to know that too. Can somebody who have the name on a land title, nobody don't find the answer yet. Can somebody who have the name on a land title in Jamaica still get, so let us say you use 3.5 million for 2.5 million. Well, it changed it? When it changed, I think it's July. 2.5 million. to buy land from the NHT,
Mm-hmm.
can you now take the 4 million? That's the question. Can you now take the 4 million and go and buy a property that have a house on it? That's what we need to know. Or does the 4 million have to go and build on this land?
Right.
Right. That's the question. So because I'm online with you, I can't really type anything to NHT, but I want you to type at weekhere nht.gov.jm. Type the question to them so that by this week they would have answered us, and then next week we can come and give that. So we can talk about it. Or go on them website. We're online, but we can't really jump on the website right now. But you can jump on the website because maybe they have seen the frequently asked questions.
Camille wants to know, when will I be able to apply for the new NHT rates?
July 1.
Sophia says, does the excavator include the hammer?
Yeah, man, 8,000. At the time, it was 8,000 for the hammer and 5,000, I think, for the bucket. Trying to remember, the bucket is the one that scoop like this, right? I know the hammer is the hammer. So yes, because the excavator is no use without the bucket or the hammer, right? So when I'm charging, I figure is either with the bucket or the hammer.
Kay says, what are some upcoming areas on North Coast?
Prairie's upcoming. Prairie have a new development start already, but another one's supposed to be coming. Draxall is coming back. Phase 2 up on the hill.
Discovery Bay has a few
Miami Bay
things
is coming.
selling.
Chinese coming Miami Bay. Gore is still in Discovery Bay.
Plus the other people who are along the Dairy Road.
Yeah. What's their call?
There's a couple of them. I think there's like 3 of them back there.
On the Dairy Road.
There's a big apartment complex, and there's this townhouse villa type one around there as well.
Yeah.
Azor and something else.
Mm-hmm. What is coming? I know I'm gearing up for Draxall.
Mm-hmm.
Thinking.
Paradisiac is here. That's what it's called, right? Paradisiac?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Richmond is also. Oh, by the way, everybody, I have a Richmond selling. If you want it, come and get it right away. Yeah, if you want to come and get it, $450 US. Literally $450 US.
Wow.
450,000 US.
Mm-hmm.
You know, every time I think about that place, that's one of the places that I wish I had taken more seriously. And every time I go there, I'm a little bit depressed. I kid you not.
Really? But it's so nice.
That's why I'm depressed. Because I'm thinking, why is my name not on this title? When I was one of the first persons who sat in that model unit, when they only had built about maybe 5 on the road.
Mm-hmm.
And when I sat there, I thought to myself, wow.
Game changer.
Wow. I was just mesmerized.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when you look at a man and you're really just excited and you look at him and every hair on your head stand up.
Mm-hmm.
And you feel the feeling that just rush to you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know if you ever get that feeling yet with that guy.
Yeah.
You ever had that, right?
Once.
I've had it about 2 or 3 times. But
2 or 3 times?
Yeah. I'm thinking, yeah, one of them get it from me.
Because I'm only thinking there's my dad and there's Rachel's dad. So who's this third guy you're talking about?
But I was there and I'm saying, Claudia, every time I drive there.
But why didn't you take it more serious?
I thought about the cash.
You needed cash?
No, I'm going to go look at loan too. 195,000 at the time. It was, I don't think I could have afforded it on my own though. But it's 195,000 at the time, which was translated into something like 15 point something million. And
I don't think you were as educated back then.
And it was such a game changer.
The first of
no, the thing is, I wasn't in my investment mode. Now I'm in investment mode, so nothing now past me now.
Mm-hmm.
But to think that I also could have just called up some of my friends and said, 10 of us, let's just buy this.
Yeah.
Let's just buy it. You know? But it's one of them things. But 450,000 guys.
Yeah, you can still own one, Mom.
At 450,000.
Yeah.
It's brand new to you, okay? This is a brand new one. Nobody has lived in it. So WhatsApp me 2926776 if you want it. And do it before tomorrow.
Because it really don't hit yet.
Yeah, so tell your friends about it, all right? Tell them to WhatsApp me if they want it.
Yes, Portland is so excited.
Yeah, man, I'm really excited about Portland.
Steffi says, "Hi, Miss D, looking trendy this afternoon." Yes, she is.
Trendy.
I think the glasses.
The glasses. Compliments of IQ Optical. Is that them name?
I think so. Yes.
And who was the rep again?
Yolanda.
IQ Optical. She said, Miss D, this is the one. Yeah, this is the one. Make me look young, don't it? So then when I say I'm back in the game.
And your hair is looking nice too.
Oh, thank you. I'm so back in the game. I have these. How, guys, you need to tell me how to stop people from ladies, tell me, please. How do I just stop a man from harassing me? From last week, I've been having this. 2 men keep calling. Oh, you look nice. Oh, I just like how you talk on the video. And then I talk to them for a little, and then I realize they're not really buying anything. They just really want to chat me up.
But I don't think you can get rid of that in your line of work.
But I noticed it has gotten more. And again, I tell you, as I half the time I don't dress up. Because them kind of dress up business you attract men. When you want to attract a man to you, ladies, makeup, hairdo, everything. Trust me, nails, everything. I don't really want to attract them right now, you know. But men are attracted to prettiness. That's just the truth. All right. In the UK, what? Something about UK.
Where? Desna says, in the UK, if you breach the land of a local authority for more than 3 years without this action being acknowledged by the government, you can claim the land. Is there any law in Jamaica like this? I wish.
Only if you squat. I'm a breach different from squat.
Squat.
Mm-hmm.
But only 3 years to breach a local authority?
Not breach, squat.
No, she said breach.
Yeah, but you can't breach, put up a wall or anything like that. That's a breach. So you're over the boundary of on the government land, no boundary now. You have to take that down. But squatting now, 40 years I think it is. So you can go on the government land, go live for 40 years without them telling you to move. And if it's a individual, is it 12 years? If it's an individual, I think it is. Mm-hmm. It's called, and then they can use adverse possession to get the property. That's why you have to pay attention, right? Hi, Sophia. How you doing?
Allison says...
That's Donna saying hi to Sophia.
Desna.
Sophia for Christ. Oh, Desna. Yeah.
Allison says, I'm already in the process of buying pre-approval when into the developer. Will I be able to get the additional 1 million from NHT next month?
Did they issue the undertaking letters yet? They issued the undertaking or the commitment, you might not get it. Just tell us, just check with this. Again, we care at NHT or go to your loan officer. If they issue the commitment letter, definitely if they issue the undertaking letter, you can't change it again. But maybe if it's only the commitment letter they issued, then maybe. Just check.
But after all that's said and done, she can still go back for the million later.
Yeah. Because she would have only spent 2.5. And she qualified now for 7.5. So she can get 5 million.
No, we're not sure if it's land she buying though.
Oh, it might be house. Yeah, it might be house, right?
James Q, if I go to NHT before then I sold the property, can I access another NHT property a few years after? if I got NHT before then, I sold the property, can I access another NHT property a few years after?
No. With NHT is just one property you can buy and get a loan from them. So once you access your loan already, so like me, I got, was it 1 million I got? And you get 1.5?
Yeah.
I got 1 million too and get 1.5. We can't go back again. Unless you go for the 2.5 million, which is a home improvement, and you do the home improvement on the same house that they gave you that loan to buy.
Oh, so somebody answered here. You will have to write NHT a letter advising them how a name is already on a title.
How your name is on a title, like you got it as an inheritance, or your parents gave, or who divorce. I don't know. But if it's a house, you're not getting another loan. If it's land, you might stand a chance to get the loan, but not for house. So NHT is one benefit. What bugs me about it is that, so I get 1 million, Tony get 1.5. I'm almost sure for all the years that I've been contributing, I have already contributed 1 million to NHT and more. I swear.
You can calculate it. I was paying 11,000 for what, 10 years?
No, I'm talking about NHT benefit, Tony.
Oh, the benefit.
Yeah, and the amount of money that you pay them per year through your salary.
Oh, yeah, that was way more.
Way more. And then, but the thing is, so they give you back the contributions after 7 years. So they're at 2015, 2016. So they're going to give you back the contributions. But in the meantime, they're only paying some monkey interest rate on your contributions. So you do get some interest on the account on the. So like me now, they're not going to give me any more loan. Well, they will. They did tell me I can get 2.5 million. But that's such a waste. On the man 2.5 million. Tile my house. It has no 2.5 million doesn't add a real value to the property. So if I go into debt again with NHT, give them back the title, they launch 2.5 million on the title. I say, okay, Claudia, I gotta pay $50,000 a month or whatever it is. And something happened now and I can't pay the $50,000 a month. It would not have been worth it.
No, because like I look now and I'm like, oh, these tiles are in this house for what? 15 years? 18 years. Love to, what was it, terracotta? What is it, Mommy?
What is terracotta?
Is that the coloring of the tiles?
Yeah.
Right, and we're known to cool colors, right? So we want to get those nice gray ones that are on the market now. But to go get a loan, to go do all of that.
No, but why would you build?
Might as well you just live with the tiles.
Yeah, but listen, guys. Why would you build a house 18 years ago for 2.5 million? A whole house, you know.
Yeah.
And then you come back now and you borrow 2.5 million for change some tile. Which part of that is good maths? No, by no stretch of the imagination is that good mathematics. Somebody more, disagree with me.
Maybe you can redo your kitchen as well.
But that's what I'm saying. I built a whole house of 2.5 million back in the day. A whole house. Right? This house is sitting there. 2.5 million back in the day. Why on earth would I take 2.5 million for to change one kitchen?
Inflation.
Or go change one tile? I'm telling you. Some maths don't make sense. I don't get caught in it, right? That kind of maths, that mathematics is of no, even Xander would have known better than that. I swear.
I know, and then you come and lose your house for $2.5 million.
No. If you want to change the tile, save up your money and go change it. Once you get that title, you have just hold on to it. No bother make them fool you. All happens is that they want to put money on the road through you. They want to keep money circulating. So they have to give you the loan so you can go spend it with the tile or the mason, the plumber, the this and the money, sir. Which is why they give you back the contribution refunds too. I tell people, why are you taking that contribution refund? Them contribution refund, them give 30,000, 10,000, 20,000. You're not doing that. You may as well pile it up and use it as part of your deposit or closing costs.
I think NHG has great initiatives, but this one about the, what do they call it, 15 plus?
15 plus.
I think they need to rework that.
No.
It just doesn't make any sense.
No, for them, they want to push the money on the road. Remember, NHG is like a bank.
Mhm.
The only way they make money is through loans.
Yeah, but why would anybody with their right mind go and take that back up?
Tony, they want to make money through loans. Remember, NHG is the easiest place to get this money.
Mhm.
They want to put the money on the road. The only way they make money is to give it a loan. I'm not going to give it to you. You know? So they want you. You can take the $2.5 million to and put on solar panels to on your house if you want.
Mhm.
But then I'm saying to myself, solar panel, I'm going to pay $50,000 every month. Not even my light bill reach $50,000. Then after 5 years, I'm going to change out battery again. I need a man in the house to check this every minute and that. I said, no, sir. Just pay JPS a little 20,000 every month and me all right. I kid you not, JPS, you win this up. All right. Yeah, it's like the same thing with the solar cars. I have to drive to Ochi, Montego Bay, Negre, Longmont. You're gonna tell me, me must stop at the pump the station. Gonna take me half hour to 45 minutes
Mhm.
to charge up my car. Oh, Claudia, you can't just go sit in the deli and have some coffee. I don't want to do that. I just want to get to the gas station. It take 2 minutes, put in the gas, but here I got more business.
Well, it's gonna reach you because they're going fully electric soon.
Well, I hope by that time, Miss Mercedes will come up with an electric vehicle that will only take 2-3 minutes for me to charge. Or she gives me a long range battery that I can drive all the way around Jamaica without refilling my
Or
tank.
it comes with 2 batteries.
Yeah.
One to go, one to come, and they just charge it in the night.
And when the battery goes, I want the battery cheap. So never forget. You have any more questions?
Oh, you got a ton of questions. Gigi says, and they will send you a statement on how much is outstanding and the deadline by which the balance is to be paid by.
Yes. That's what I do when you send them the email.
Okay. So
they send them a notice. Sorry, a notice.
Staffy says, I see the president of the World Bank is visiting Jamaica as our economy seems to boggle the mind. We'll be interested to see what development happens as all eyes seem to be on Jamaica.
They're visiting? That's news now. Why are they visiting? And that one missed me this week.
I don't know, maybe the pay increase.
The president of the World Bank. Well, it's the banks run the world, guys.
Mm-hmm.
You know that. Jamaica is part of the world, so it's the banks that run the world, which is why you want to get out. You want to get in and get out.
Vivian says, thank you so much, guys. Didn't know all these info. Can always depend on you, super lady. Yes, mom. Vivian says, Tony, how's your lovely baby? My baby? Oh,
Xander Zeman.
Oh, it's my nephews.
Tony's still trying to get our baby thing going.
Yes.
Rachel, we need to. She's not here we know though. They're cooking Sunday dinner actually.
Mm-hmm.
Richard, can we get Brent and Xander up here?
No, it's Xander.
Xander. Brent is their father. I know Zaven was asleep. Xander was running around. He's probably sleeping now, and Zaven is probably awake.
We'll try to get them on here one day.
Yeah. But they're great though. Great kids. And Xander is counting everything. Every single thing that look alike, he counts it. I'm surprised he actually categorizes. He doesn't count odd objects. But once you have 7 spoons together or 5 spoons together, he'll count it. Even in my car, I have these 3 vent holes for the AC. And he counts it. My car also has the keypad for me to make the phone call with the numbers on it. And he counts it. And he also, guys, he can count backwards in his head. I saw him do that one day. I was like, what is he can't count backwards? He counts from 10, 9, 8, 7, 6 right through backwards in his head.
Can't fool him with the numbers.
And you can't fool him, no. And he knows the numbers too. He can identify number 8, number 7. And the other day I said, it's a show off, man. It's a show off. It was like, because I'm there repeating. It's like, no. Go to the next one. Go to the next one. Yeah, he's getting it. He loves to count. That's for sure. He loves to count and he loves to solve his problem to us. One of the things about him, he's a problem solver.
I like what he did today.
Yeah, he's a problem solver. I mean, today he wanted to reach. We just got a pot thing where Tony's supposed to organize our pots, and he's there running his car along it. But he wants to reach a top tier. So what he did, so to get up to the counter, he has to go on something. So he goes to the washroom, picks up the washpan, turn it upside down, stands on it, and he's there running. But he now realizes he cannot reach the top one. So he pushes that away, goes back to the washroom, and brings a pail, which is higher. How does he know that the pail is higher? Well, I guess this kid can't see finer details, eh?
Yeah.
So he's a problem solver, definitely. Well, from him little, you're not going to stop him.
Desmond says, I don't think that the makeup always do it. It all depends on what the man is looking for. You would be surprised, me there.
I don't know if I agree with that.
Well, I think the makeup initially is what
attracts
them. And then if they are looking for more, then they'll spend a little more time to get to know you.
I can't remember a man calling to me when I popped down. Serious. I'm trying to remember.
But it's funny, like when you look pop down, they'll say like mama or something. But when you look nice, you maybe they're like sweet lady.
Yeah, for real. I mean, I can't remember them trying to check me out. When I look pop down, I'm here and I do, I'm just look haggard. No, sir. These men are visual, man. Highly visual. You want to question? Oh, wait, we're going to do the presentation today. You want to start now?
Snappy says, hot gal Miss D. I'm mad off the man them. Oi, oi.
Well, let me tell you, you're crazy when I put on the 18-inch and the 24-inch Remy. But I don't want to drive anybody crazy right now.
Well, wait, this is over heat. Is it yourself you're drive crazy?
Yeah, it has been very hot in Jamaica. We had rains last week, but man, the rain's gone and the sun is back and it's just burning.
Right. So Pauline correcting us here. She says 60 years for government land and 12 years for private land.
No, 40. 60. Oh, 60?
Wow, that's like your whole life.
They must have moved it. That me, I can't go up on the land and squat again.
Ooh.
So them solve them problem, but them never solve ours. Them want the people them take on the land. Don't steal it. Don't be careless with your property, guys. Yeah. It's when your family work hard to get them name on the title, leave it in your care, and you're really careless with it, and you're gonna leave it and forget about it, abandonment, gonna lose it. This is who have possession will actually, possession is 9/10 of the law, as I'm saying. Anything else?
Joseph says, where can I get a TRN from foreign? I want I want to be in my own house. I'm Jamaica. Where's the website? So the website is Jamaica. What is it? No, it's Jamaica Tax. Let me just check. Tax Jamaica. It's jamaicatax.gov.gm. Joseph, it's jamaicatax.gov.gm.
I don't know, just go on it and show him how to do it.
Yeah, I can do that. Give me one moment.
Hold on, Joseph. She's gonna go on. Because you have to log in, sign up, something.
Yeah, I need to do something. So
all right.
Let me.
So while Tony does that, after this, then we'll start the presentation.
Okay, let's see. Share screen. Okay, so the website is jamaicatax.gov.gm. They're seeing my screen? Mm-hmm. Yes, they are. You'd initially hear a login.
Where?
Top right.
Top right, where it says login in red.
Mm-hmm. Right. And if you don't have a username as yet, you go to create account. If you have a username already, then you just go sign in. Right? Once you sign in, you're going to scroll on this page and you're going to go down to TRN. So it's here, apply for a TRN. Click it. And then basically there's about 5 steps that you're going to follow.
All right, so there are about 5 steps. Okay. So you can just follow the steps.
Right, just follow the steps.
Fill in your name and all of that.
Right. It's going, before you do this though, it's going to ask you for your notarized ID and other documents to prove you're Jamaican.
Ask the birth certificate too?
Yeah, so if you have birth certificate, passport, that sort of thing, you get those notarized first.
Mm-hmm.
And then you'll scan them to the system.
Mm.
And then I believe there's a section where you now print down the form itself and then get that notarized. And then you're going to package the document and send the original to the tax office that you had chosen.
Okay. All right, Joseph, so you can go through the process.
And you're to send the document via, like, you know, FedEx or DHL,
or
not
so
just regular mail. Because you have to be able to track it when they receive it.
And you just send it to somebody specific? Is that on the tax portal?
It gives them an address that they can. It's just the basic tax office and the TRN department.
And you're to sign exactly like how you sign on the ID that you're using.
Yes.
So use your passport and sign exactly like, even if the passport are 50-year-old, try find the gear that you use. Sign it exactly. Remember to notarize everything. Even the form that you're going to fill out, just notarize it that way. Them can't say it's not you, right? All right, so we're going to move into the presentation now.
Yes. Let me go back.
So, a couple weeks now we're in, so we have done inflation. We looked at inflation, I would say inflation is the enemy of real estate. However, inflation is the enemy, meaning when inflation rises, real estate prices rise as well. However, you can use inflation to your advantage, because if you own real estate, then your very own real estate is going to go up in value. But you have to be in the game. You have to be an owner, right? If you're a buyer, it's working against you because the prices keep rising, and you have to go to screen. You have to keep trying to catch this price, right? But the thing with slide view, but the thing with presentation slide, but the thing with is that you have to make sure that you just simply buy what you can afford, right? What happened to the split screen, Tori? They're seeing us still?
Yeah, man, they're seeing you. I'm just going here to verify.
All right, so for those of you who just joined us, thank you so much for joining. I'm Claudia, and with me is Tonian. So we're real estate sales agents in Jamaica. I'm a broker. Tonian is a salesman. All right, so for those my phone numbers are on the screen, 292-6776. And Tonian's number is 370-8138. And this is our business line. We don't have personal numbers really because we only tend to do business.
Speak for yourself. I have a personal number.
Tony have a personal number, but not me. I just have one number. Not doing no business.
We not doing anything personal.
Not doing anything personal. Tax people are like, so you only make business calls on this line? I say yes, of course, I only make business calls. They look at me like, you must be the only person who I'm not personal.
Oh, you don't. I mean, everybody who calls these business.
It's strictly business, right? So, our motto for the week, we use the mottos to bring out what it is that we want to talk about. Now, the motto for this week, there is no separation of the mind. No, sorry. There is no separation of mind and emotions. Emotions, thinking, and learning are all linked. Yes. There is no separation of mind and emotions. So if you get up this morning, your mind tell you say you must be happy, that's the emotion you're going to portray. If you get up this morning, your mind say, oh, you know, I'm sick, oh, I feel pain, oh, I'm sad, everything. That's you're just gonna show sadness all day, right? So there's no separation of mind and emotions. Emotions, thinking, and learning are all aligned, all linked. Sorry, that's Eric Jenson. So therefore, if you're thinking, you know, I just love to read Richest Man in Babylon book. That's what you're thinking, you know. I just love this book, man. This book is it's so awesome. Then your emotions are going to reflect that. You're gonna be happy, you're gonna be positive, all of that. And
more
it's
receptive
and more receptive to learning. It's all going to come out in it. There is no separation of mind and emotions. Emotions, thinking, and learning are all linked. So I want you to bear that in mind. Eric Jenson says that. Now, Alan Cohen says, use pain as a stepping stone, not a campground. Somebody tell me in the chat what on earth is this man saying?
Not a campground.
Not a campground, guys.
Some people want to learn the pain forever.
Yes, man, and camp out, man. Get them bed and them NSC and them.
And then they invite depression with it.
And them invite other people in the campground with them. Come drink with me, man. Oh, I feel so sad. Oh, And they're in this campground a week, 2 weeks. Some of them never come out of it. Right? But he says, Alan Cohen says, use pain as a stepping stone, not a campground. So you go home today and your husband or your girlfriend or your boyfriend leave, or your wife. You go home and house empty. Are you going to? Yes, you're going to be in pain, right? Everybody have those emotions. But are you going to use the pain as a stepping stone, or are you going to use it as a campground and just camp out there in this empty house and wallow self-pity and bawl for 2 weeks and tell me, anybody has ever done that?
What?
Use pain as a campground? I guess when you're young and you don't really know what's going on, like your first love, you don't know what hit you. You will tend to use pain as a campground. You just can't get out of your bed. You can't move. You can't do nothing at all. It's when you get older and a certain level of maturity steps in that you may find that you're able to bounce back and come out of it. So for me personally, as I got older, I never used pain as a campground. Yes, the pain is going to come, but I find that, so me, I want to break up with this person. I write a nice little letter to myself,
or the letters to yourself.
Yeah, why I want to break up, why it's not working for me, and then I go on my knees and I say a prayer. I say, Father God, this is not working. I know you said it wouldn't work, but I'm stubborn. Please forgive me.
Oh, he did say it couldn't work?
Yeah, man. The signs are there. The signs were there. Them all reveal to yourself. Hold on. Even that, I just saw a girl in the front of the car. And him actually come out and open door. And him do all these things because you're spying or you watch. And the creator put you right there the seat, You think you are for your own just goddess also? There are signs.
But you really need that relationship to last forever. You can just enjoy it now while it's good and then be happy that it existed and then move on.
That's a very mature way to do it. Because you're going to find out later on why you should be happy in this while it's here and now, right? So I usually just pray it out. I say, God, you solve the problem, but I don't want this man in my life anymore. Anyway, you solve it, I'm happy. Don't matter how you do it, just do it. And usually within a week or two, it's gone. But use pain as a stepping stone, not a campground. So don't wallow in it. All right? Move on. Because remember, your mind, emotions, and your thinking and your learning are all linked. So the word for the week is emotional intelligence. Now, a lot of persons don't develop that side of them. They develop their physical side. You go to the gym every day, you work out, you do all of that. But you don't develop your emotional side.
But doing your physical things, it's easier to see those things. It's easier to set targets on them, to do them. Like, gym 5 days a week, 1 hour every day,
Right.
and X results will happen.
Right.
Like, what happens when you invest in your emotional intelligence building?
What happens?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Emotional intelligence is a way of recognizing, understanding, and choosing how we think, feel, and act. Those three things work together. So if I think, so when I see that rat, I'm going to kill him. So if that man ever come through my door, I'm going to kill him. And you keep thinking that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Eventually you start to feel it. You actually feel now how you're going to kill him.
Mm-hmm.
So the machete just by the door. So you're going to take it up. Or so the knife in the kitchen. And you know exactly where to go for the knife to.
Mm-hmm.
So when the man come through the door, because you've been thinking it, you've been experiencing it over and over in your mind, you actually feel when you kill the man, you feel it when you stab him, you don't do it yet,
Mm.
When I did law, my brief 3 months in law.
You quit law or law quit you?
I think law quit me. So Tony is the one with the law degree, not me. Tony have the 3 years law degree, but not me. So Tony, remember we learned this thing in my very first term. I learned actus reus and actus rea and mens rea.
Mm-hmm.
Actus rea is the one where you actually do it.
Mm-hmm.
And mens rea is
the
thought of it. Why did you do it? The thought. So in law, they recognize there must be the mens rea before the actus rea.
Mm-hmm.
There must be the emotion and the thinking and the feeling and the knowing in your mind that you're going to murder the man before you do it. So that's why I'm always looking for what is the motive. Why did she do this? What led up to it? So the actus reus don't come before the mens rea. The mens rea is there. That's what they're saying in law. So therefore, they understand too. And all of this is a body of knowledge from years and years ago, right? We just examine it in here now. So emotional intelligence is a way of recognizing, understanding, and choosing how we think, feel, and act. It shapes our interactions with others and our understanding of ourselves. So therefore, if you think, me hate my sister, me not like her enough. Me can't stand her enough. The girl come outside the morning, she said good morning to you. Because you are thinking that you hate this woman and you're not like her. You really think you'll give the woman a good morning?
Nope.
You're not. Right? So it shapes our interactions with others. You have a co-worker in the office. You just can't stand her. Every minute a man send her flowers. And every minute she go out to dinner. And she go out to lunch. And she come and she tell you and she excited about it or whatever. You start getting jealous. The poor lady don't know why you are going to say that. She has no clue. But how you think and feel, right? It shapes our interactions with others and our understanding of ourselves. Now, sometimes you don't even realize that. Why do I hate my sister so much? Was it because my mother used to give her one dumpling more than me every time?
It could be something that simple, eh?
Yeah. Every time the plate them come to the table and you look across it, so you see she have 4 dumplings and you have 3. And you say, Mama, me can have my next dumpling? She said, no, you're too craven. Yet your sister have 4 and you're wondering, so how she's 5 and I am 10 and she get 4 dumplings and I only get 3. And she said, me craven.
It's a bigger stomach.
So, yeah, guys, it shapes our interactions with others and our understanding of ourselves, right? It also defines how and what we learn. So, your emotional intelligence, one of the things I know is, like my second daughter, Rachel, we can't say she has some emotional intelligence problems when she was growing up. If that teacher ever shouty, I'm going like a little vibrator in the classroom. Rachel not learning anything from her.
Really? Like 0?
0. Rachel is a touchy feeling. So we find that
she's one of the time we used to hug our teachers.
Yes,
so she
hug.
has to have that connection.
She has to have that connection, and I find that with my second grandson, Xavier. He needs the hug and the touch and the whole lovey-dovey thing and whatever. He doesn't like when you. So I'll shout at Xander. I say, Xander, stop. He looks at me. He stops. He's gone. I say, Xavier, stop. Woo! Start to holler. This kid have no emotional intelligence, right?
He does. He just don't want you shout at him.
Yeah, but you have to learn. So it defines how and what we learn. So if you love this, so if you have this love relationship with physics, right? You read off every physics book. You long time, you've done it, but if you have a hate relationship with the physics, you find every way to avoid learning the physics, right? So that's why you have to understand yourself and how you feel when you're doing this, right? So like we will love real estate. We can sit here and talk to you for hours on real estate, but don't ask for nothing about no car. When you start talking about car, we're gonna sleep. But we could talk about real estate for hours, right, Tony?
Right.
So it allows us to set priorities, your emotional intelligence. So if you're on a higher level of emotional intelligence, it allows you to understand and know that, 8 o'clock I need to go to NHT, pick up that. Then the next thing I need to do is be at my desk at 9 o'clock so that I can do that and that. So it allows you to set priorities, know what is important to be done, not sit and watch YouTube 8 o'clock when you could be at NHT getting your thing done, or you're supposed to be at your desk in the bathroom 9 o'clock, right? It determines the majority of our daily actions. So your thinking, your thought process is important in what you do every single day, daily. So if you don't like to study and you just absolutely hate it, you hate taking the bus. Some people just hate them whole life, really.
Really?
Yeah. Them hate them whole life. So when they wake up in the morning, I'm like, oh, I'm really awake. Another day.
I don't think people really hate their life. I mean, you may hate the little nuances of your life. Like, you take the bus, you have to get up at 5. And then you have to stand up on the bus. And then you have to walk in the rain. So it's those nuances.
Yet somebody loves all of that.
Well, I enjoy.
Yeah, you enjoy taking the bus.
I also enjoy getting up at 5.
Yeah. Jump on the bus. I mean, I've never seen that kid look that bus up. I'm like, no, you're taking the bus? Yeah, I'm taking the bus. Just love it. But
and the thing too is, like, when you say you're gonna pick me up, that gets me annoyed because A, I know you're gonna be late, and then B, I know you're gonna make 50 other stops instead of just getting me to my destination. My bus is reliable. It's gonna carry me to point A. It's gonna get me there on time, and I can plan myself around it.
Yeah. So you see, you have to know yourself, right? And so you can know others. It determines the majority of our daily actions, for sure. Now, research suggests it is responsible for as much as 80% of our success in our lives. So Jay Friedman said all of this. So your emotional intelligence is responsible for 80% of the success in our lives. So can we say that when you look at somebody and they're not successful in life, is because their emotional intelligence was not developed?
Maybe.
It's weak. It needs to have been developed, not just your physical side, but your emotional intelligence. Is your emotional intelligence gonna step in when your girlfriend start to flare up for what you think is no reason? Now, do you flare up with her, or do your emotional intelligence jumps in and try to figure out why is she behaving like that? What do I need to do now? Kind of a thing. You know what I mean? Is it what's gonna make the difference? It is emotional intelligence. When your boss looks at you and say, you're an idiot. Why did you do this way and whatever, and start to really cuss you out now in front of everybody? It's your emotional intelligence that's going to determine your reaction. And of course, what were you thinking about this boss before that flare up? Suppose you were thinking this boss is an idiot, the next time he flare up on me, I'll cuss him out. Well, you can better believe that when that boss says you are an idiot, your first act is really going to cuss out the boss. So what you think, what you feel is how you act.
Right. Angela
Please.
says her twin daughter is like that, touchy-feely and emotions.
Yes. Yeah. So you have to know the child. You have to know the child. Like I know Xander is a very calculating child. He is like a no nonsense. He's a problem solver.
He's a risk taker too.
He's a risk taker.
You tell him no, and he waits you down.
Yeah. 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 Like I see him drinking water from the hose. I said no, no. He walks away. Then he watches me to see if I've turned my back or if I'm going to my car or something, and then he's right back there. So he's a risk taker. That's what you call it.
Yeah.
I'm just hard he is.
I don't take those steps with me because I just remove him immediately. I don't even just.
But I want him to respond to my voice. You see, I want him to, because I may not be physically around, to remove it. So for me personally, I want him to be trained to respond to my voice and the voice of others. So if somebody says, Xander, no, don't do that, he's to respond appropriately. And I also want him to remember my voice so that 10, 20 years down the road, when he's thinking of doing something that he's ought not to do, he'll remember, I'm hearing grandmother's voice in my head, man.
Right. I think I have that to like certain things I think about that's happening. I'm like, there's no way mom's going to approve this. Let me just leave it alone.
Exactly. Like that. So I am training them to respond to my voice. That's very importantly, everybody. Voice command, right? I also want them to respond to how I look. So in other words, if I look at you, you must know that I mean stop. You must pick up on the cue of what I'm trying to tell you, right? Or to teach you to do. So because that's important. As I go through life, you're going to have to be able to read other person's body languages, right? You have to know that. All right. So Friedman, I think you explained emotional intelligence very well. So this is what it means, right, everybody? So we have to develop that. Now, emotional intelligence. So in the book Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, and I do that book in my book club. I want you to buy that book. That book is rough to go through on your own. That much I must tell you. But in the front part of the book, it does say that you're to get a group of persons together and do it, which is why we do this in our book club, right? And in the book club, it's easier to decipher one page at a time. I will go through. Now, Napoleon Hill in Think and Grow Rich says, draw upon the 7 major positive emotions to instruct your subconscious mind. He says it is your subconscious mind that is very powerful. So the subconscious mind is very susceptible to the influence of emotions. Use the 7 major positive emotions to thus influence and instruct your subconscious mind to act in your best interest so you can achieve your goals. So like now, my goal for health is not to eat flour products, which are wheat flour products. So I can have coconut flour products, right? But not wheat flour products. So every morning when I get up,
flour comes from wheat?
Yeah.
It's not a grain? It might be.
Then is wheat a grain?
Oh, wheat is a grain.
Yes.
So much I don't know.
And if you're gonna do one, listen.
So why they always say I eat wheat flour but not white flour? What's the difference?
Because them take out most of the wheat or them pare it down, them take off the grain, extract it. In other words, pare it right down. Somebody who can explain to Tony explain it better than me.
So is what the dust you eating?
Yeah, kind of.
Oh.
The dust. So, he says the subconscious mind is very susceptible to the influence of emotions. Use the 7 major positive emotions to thus influence and instruct your subconscious mind to act in your best interest so you can achieve your goals. So I'm using this right now with the flour. Every morning I get up and every night I go to my bed, I say, Claudia, you didn't eat any flour today. Congratulations. Let us see if we can do it tomorrow. And in the morning when I get up, I said, Claudia, remember, I'm saying all this in my mind, Sometimes I say it out loud. Claudia, remember, you're not to eat any flour products today. Because I am bringing it into my subconscious. So if it is you want to, let us say your main goal is to go to university in September. Claudia, remember, I want to go to university in September. So I need to call UTech, or I need to go on the website for UTech and see what are the courses that are available. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Mine is pretty simple. Claudia, remember you're not to eat any flour products. So in the morning I get up, I'll look and say, okay, what am I going to eat? Choose an egg, choose that. I'm eating rice, I'm eating things without flour. As I go through the day, before I even eat the food, I think. So like yesterday we were in the plaza, remember?
Mm-hmm.
And you said, there's fried chicken. My first thought, oh, that have flour. So my mind rejected it,
Mm-hmm.
right? And you said fried chicken, that. So in my mind, I'm sieving through what you said soup. I said, no, them put flour in the soup. Said stew peas. I said, no, them have spinners, which is dumpling in the stew peas.
Mm-hmm.
So my mind rejects that. So I go for something that I've limited or no flour, you know, like them the stew pork or the curry goat or the one I don't like, jerk chicken.
You don't like jerk chicken?
Not really. It's way too peppery. Way too peppery.
Nonsense. Guys. You're Jamaican. How can you not like jerk chicken?
I don't like pepper. And the thing just can't. Even when I go to Island Grid, I want a barbecue chicken. I don't want no jerk chicken. So
God will spite you. Cannot be Jamaican and do like jerk chicken.
You know, like so like yesterday, which day did I go with I'm trying to remember. Was it Plantation Smokehouse? I was there on Friday night.
Mm-hmm.
And the guest I was with ordered jerk pork.
Nice.
So you ordering jerk pork? I said, no way. That thing is gonna be so dry and it's gonna be so peppery. Mm-hmm. I said, I'll order pork chops. So I ordered pork chops. She ordered jerk pork. When it came, of course it was dry. So they gave her some sauce. I said, you sure you want to pour that? That thing's gonna be peppery. I said, no, man, I can't deal it. This was Miss Beverly. I said, no, man, I can't deal it. And you pour the whole sauce over the food. Pepper, all the seeds. Come on, guys. How can you make the thing with all the seeds? The pepper seed.
Cause that's the sauce. Cause that's it. It's called a pepper sauce.
Oh, rubbish. Oh, it's called a jerk sauce.
Jerk sauce.
But it don't have so much pepper. All right. So draw upon the 7 major positive emotions. What are they? Somebody tell me one positive emotion that you think before I put them on the screen. Let me see if I'm going to fall asleep. One positive emotion. Tony, you can still see the screen?
I can. They haven't said anything yet. Even though the Buffalo says they are now finding out that the wheat contains lecithin, which is not good for your gut.
Probably my problem.
Yeah. So what's a positive emotion? Happiness? No? Laughter? No, laughter is just a byproduct of happiness. Oh, so somebody said this. Sophie for Christ says happiness, joy, and peace.
All right, let's see. So the first positive emotion is desire. And I want you to think of desire very broad.
Desire is a positive emotion?
Desire. The most powerful positive desire is when a man look at a woman and him desire.
Yeah, that's true.
That will make that man they move mountains.
True.
The most positive emotion is desire. So when you look at the house, so when I look at a piece of land and I go look at it, say, yes, Tony, I want this.
Desire.
It's desire because I want it. You understand? That's where it starts. So if you don't have any desire to be rich or to own a house or to go to university or to have some children, you have no desire. You know, I get that.
Yeah.
You have to have the desire. You have to have a spark up and light up when, you understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Desire. Faith is an next positive emotion.
Yes.
Faith in knowing, in just believing in something that you really cannot see or you don't know how it is going to manifest itself. But you just have the faith that it is going to happen. When Tony said, oh, I want this tiny house village and I want this, and she must have faith. Mm-hmm. That's going to happen. We don't know the vehicle that the Creator is going to use. We don't know when. We don't know how. But we have faith.
Faith.
Right? Faith is important. Love is another positive emotion.
Uh-huh.
And that's why we talk about
Bishop says patience.
patience. when you love, guys, when two people are in love, it's the best time of your life.
Mm-hmm.
So when Tony talks about, oh, can I have this love connection for 6 weeks, 10 weeks, and then after that, what happened? Or 3 months, and move on. Let me tell you something. You see, while the both of you in love,
mm-hmm.
achieve everything what you want in the period. That is when your cells are moving.
Mm-hmm.
That is when you're at your highest brain power. Because for some reason, being in love creates some serious endorphins and this.
It gives you an energy.
It gives you an energy boost, and your cells and your brains work 100 times better. You have clarity of thought. You can easily just solve problems.
Nothing else around you seems like a burden. Right?
Yes.
Everything's now fixable and doable.
Yeah, because you're in love and you want to do it.
Yeah.
It is really one of the most powerful positive emotions. Do not underestimate it. While you're in love, please achieve everything that you want to achieve in the period. So if it's 1 year, 2 year, 10 year, 20 years, please achieve it, guys. Because you see, when you fall out of love and you go up on the negative side, destruction starts. And I'm telling you, you ever see two people fall out of love yet? Them want to kill them one another.
I know, you're like, but you two used to be in love.
Yeah.
Like, what's happening here?
Exactly. That's the power of emotion, emotional intelligence.
What, sex?
Can we say sex?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. Now the man them perk up now. And the women perking up afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
Sex is a very positive, powerful emotion.
It's a moving emotion too. I mean, you can achieve so much with it.
Yes, it is. Which is why you must go read the Bible. The Bible talks about all the love connections.
And Samson and Delilah.
With what you think was driving all those powerful men and women doing this, doing that.
Solomon.
Is the same. Sex is a powerful emotion, right? It heightens your sensibilities. Right now, if you want to get smarter, find a man, fall in love, start have sex. Every day of the week, 3 times a week and 10 times per Sunday. And
the best time to be having sex is when you're studying.
When you're studying.
In a master's program or something.
Something like that. Yes, it is.
FK Simon says, I'm perked up now.
Yeah. Yes, you perk up now. So, if it is that you think you're falling out of love with the woman who beside you or the man who beside you, find a new gear. Find a new gear. Use your love life, your sex, your desire, your faith in this relationship and what is going to happen. Use it to propel you. Fall in love all over again. And ladies, I want you to make the effort. Gentlemen, I want you to make the effort. If you're with this man and every time you pick up your bag to go home and you start to drive or you're on the bus, you say, Lord have mercy. I'm going to go home and see him now. Lord, a peer problem. Nah, I can't deal with that, you know. Just a ding in a me ears, so. The most, what's the opposite of sex? Unsexy? That's not a word. Somebody tell me. Something that is not sexy. The most not sexy thing, ladies, is to be nagging your man. That's not how you do it.
The most unsexy thing is a house dress at Friday night.
Oh my God. Gentlemen, tell him in the chat, man. Please.
I don't know why we will love house dress.
Yeah, why don't love house dress? What do you know? I can be in a house dress. Not in any relationship. Not in love with anybody right now. But how can you be in a relationship, in love, and all of that? think you're really saying to this man, I don't care. No. You have to really look nice. You have to try. We're not talking about makeup here. We're not talking about pretty fingernail every day. And we're not talking about none of that. We're just talking about look good.
Mm-hmm.
Make an effort. Right?
And sometimes just be nice.
Yeah, just be nice. He comes to the door, you walk, you hug him up. Hi, how was your day? What's going on today? Or whatever. Him coming on before you, he might start cook some dinner when he marry you, come and run to the door to open the door for you, hug you up. Hi, baby. How was your day? And so on. Bring back the love, people. Bring back the love. There's a song like that. Oh God, I can't remember it. But bring back the love, right?
Mm-hmm.
And bring back
was
the
that
sex.
Michael Jackson?
No, that was an old song. Them guys know it. Bring back the love and bring back the sex.
Mm-hmm.
Very, 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 very. Me can't drive it home enough, you know. When you don't believe me, go read the book Think and Grow Rich. I have a whole chapter we talk about it. It's called Auto-Suggestion, I think. That's a chapter. You will say, so how when him did there with me, him never do so much things for me. And as him there with she, he might buy her car, send flowers to her office, this, that.
That's because she has the 4 positive emotions.
Yes.
Given to him.
Given to him.
Mm-hmm.
Desire, faith, love, sex. We all crave that. We all were born with that.
Mm-hmm.
You're born with the desire. You're born to love. You're born to have faith. You're born to have sex. Nobody never teach you that. Inbuilt already in you. Right?
Mm-hmm. Okay, Samuel says, I like to feel appreciated and needed.
Yes. All right. So, enthusiasm. How can you be in a relationship and you're not enthusiastic? No, you tell me. Which part of that you not get? So you must be enthusiastic when you walk through the door. You must hug your girlfriend, or you must pat her upon the back, or you touch your cheek to her cheek, or you do some gesture of love. Really?
Or just
I wish she call you.
Seeing you.
Yeah, she call you and say, come, Miss Davis have some Palmetto Pines lots. Let's go look at it. You say, no, Sam, I want to watch football. Oh, no, they're grown and I'm money. You know the lady can't drive. Even if she can't drive, she don't really want to jump in her car and drive to the place without you. Come on.
All right. She want to go with you.
You want to go with you. Show some enthusiasm. She said, you know, tell me go you taking up because I'm going to pick up the application form. Oh, you got to do our next course again. Your wife says to you, sign up your NHT. Sign up your NHT. She has said that 3-4 years now. And I'll know, move with no enthusiasm for going to do that. Why? Come on. You must have enthusiasm for what it is you're doing. Powerful emotion. Romance come back again. Romance.
No, romance is different, Mom.
Yes, romance is the flowers now. And going to the movie.
I don't even have to just like
and
the hand holding.
The hand holding, don't it?
And the saying, I missed you today.
Yes.
But not too much or it gets stalker.
It gets stalker. No, I don't mind a man telling me you miss me every day. If you miss me every day, say it. You miss me every day.
Every day.
Yeah, man, just tell me. If you love me every day, say it. I love you every day. I love you. Right? You want to kiss me? Kiss me. I love the romance part of it. Is great.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I also like to talk. So any man who would call me and met me, I'll be on the phone and me chat to him for 1 hour, 2 hours, him and my man. And him not get tired and him not get
bored. I can't deal with those chatty men.
No, it's not the man talking. It's me talking. Him just listening. He's just listening to me. It's me I do the talking, Tony.
You.
Yeah, man.
He just said, yes, baby.
Yes.
Really, baby?
Yes.
That's true, baby.
That is my man. You will listen. He will just listen to me. Sometimes I might have a problem. I just want to talk about it. But in talking about it, I come up with a solution. Because I'm talking about it now.
Mm-hmm.
While I'm there talking to myself, I'm not coming up with a solution, But the man may know the right question to ask.
Mm-hmm.
And because he's listening he's not involved level.
Mm-hmm.
Just abstract level.
Yeah, and
he can just decipher.
Just ask yourself, like, how are you going to do that?
Yeah.
Or
yeah.
You going to use money?
You're right. What's the repercussion if you do that?
Thinking.
My head is sticky. Hope. Is one of the other positive emotions. So you must have hope that your relationship will last. So ladies, if a man chooses you and he likes you, he looks at you and he's already chosen you. So stop thinking to yourself, oh, me have too much bump on my face. Oh, me too fat. Lord have mercy, me, but I'm too big or too skinny or too flat. None of that. If the man likes you, he likes you. None of that is relevant. Right?
Mm-hmm.
You sabotage your own relationship like that. So you must have hope now that, oh yes, he really likes me. And you take the hope into the relationship. You take the romance, enthusiasm, the sex. And it doesn't have to be a relationship. Anything. You're doing a university degree. You want to go and buy a house. You want to have some children. You are to take all of these positive emotions, back it with it, get it into it.
Mm-hmm.
Irene Carter sings a song called, or listen to it in the car yesterday. What's it called again? What a feeling.
Oh, the Flash Dance song.
Something like
Flash
that.
Dance theme song.
There's a part in it, you see, that I like. Take your passion. She says, take your passion and make it happen. That's what you do, because your emotional state is what drives you to success.
Mm-hmm.
You must have that passion. I can just imagine Steve Jobs when he decided that he wanted to bring us this Apple products. I can just imagine all these positive emotions that went into it. Just think about all the things that we have now. We have Amazon, we have Facebook, we have all of these big things in Jamaica. We have the Court Store, we have the KFC brand, such a big, bold brand. We have Burger King here, big again, bold, strong brand. Just think of all of them.
I just think that they get a franchise. I literally could just have been one KFC.
Could have been.
But now it's like every parish. And multiple stores in some parishes.
Yes. So just imagine the people who run the store are driven by the desire, the faith, the love, the sex, enthusiasm, the romance, the hope to make this big.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to have that for yourself. You have to have it for your family. You have to work together. Emotional intelligence is what allows you to work together with other people. You don't have emotional intelligence, you're not going to work well with other persons, right? So you have to develop that side of you so that you can bring it together. And now, guys, I'm here to tell you. This is a show about real estate, wealth and money, real estate, finance and money. We in our book clubs, we do a lot of books where the title is rich. You cannot be rich by yourself.
No.
It's not going to happen. So for those of you who think you're going to sit down in a year card, right, and don't get some people with you around you. The same book, Think and Grow Rich, talks about the mastermind group. Who read the book? Who was in book club with me when we did Think and Grow Rich? We've run that book club about 3 times already. Anybody here did it? Talks about the mastermind group. Raise your hand. Say something. Let me know that you have done the book club before, mm-hmm. and that you remember doing the mastermind group and this session on auto suggestion. Think and Grow Rich, 1990. It was written 1937. Very powerful book, still relevant today. Almost 100 years old.
The Buffalo says this is a nice mental health session. I'm loving it. Sophia for Christ raised her hand. She was in the book club before.
She was in the book club before, right? So, Sophia, have you developed your emotional intelligence? Think and Grow Rich says we're to use these: desire, faith, sex, love, enthusiasm, romance, and hope. It's important. And why I'm doing these sessions: inflation, emotional intelligence, procrastination. Because the truth is, everything starts from how you feel. When you wake up in the morning, if you feel down and you feel sad and you feel depressed, and if you can't say the word depressed, you're not depressed here, remember. And you feeling all of that, you have to find the gear to switch to the positive emotion. You have to say to yourself, I'm not sick. I'm not lying in this bed. I have to get up,
mm-hmm.
and find the gear to get up. Reach over to your husband or your boyfriend. Kiss him. Baby, I love you. You find a new gear. Make him give you the some of his energy, some of his love. Sometimes just by him hugging you, it makes a difference.
Yeah, it does.
Hmm?
It does.
He transfers his
Power.
some of his power. You don't want him transfer all of it, but he just gives you just enough of an ignition, of an ignite. I use the word right. He
Yeah, jump start.
Tony, you got it. Yeah, jump start. Yes, he gives you a jump start. So you can get moving. All right. So these are the 7 positive emotions, according to Think and Grow Rich 1937, Napoleon Hill. But Napoleon Hill also says there are negative emotions, and these negative emotions are your path to failure. So the positive emotions are your path to success, but negative emotions definitely your path to failure. What are they? Of course,
jealousy.
The first one is jealousy.
Mm-hmm.
If you're jealous of your brother and your sister, your mother, your father, your baby father, y'all are completed the baby father. Y'all jealous and success. Him come home and him say, baby, I got promoted today. Move from $1 million to $4 million. You're jealous.
You don't realize that right there can buy a house.
Oh, why are you jealous?
Because it benefits you
And
even though it's you.
You start thinking, what the whole of me work at this place? I don't even get one promotion yet. And him say, oh, me go buy the Benz now.
Nice.
Oh, yes, right. What, where you gonna buy a Benz for? Or where you gonna buy a Benz? I'm jealous, you know?
Yeah.
You're not even happy say y'all get Benz to drive. Because you don't want him drive the Benz because you compete with him. Because you want to buy the Benz first. Come on, guys. You're in a relationship, it can be a competition.
Plus, you can benefit from the Benz too.
It don't matter. It might not try to put you in a Benz to drive. Because you're not going to knock the man too much.
No, but if you carry you out, you go to the Benz.
If him carry you out, if you never had that knock him for the past 5 years. Because he might get the promotion, no one leave it up. Because of how you were behaving. So you have to make sure that you're positive.
The promotion can get a less nagging woman.
Yeah. Make sure that you're through thick and thin. When I'm taking bus, bicycle, bike, Benz, practice the 7 positive emotions. Are they seeing the negative emotions yet?
Yeah.
Jealousy. Next one is anger. Oh, this one really is your path to failure. So your boss says something to you, automatic, you flare up. Tomorrow you get the pink slip, no work. Because you were insubordinate to the boss. There goes the dreams of buying the Palmetto Pines from Miss Davis. Because you met the boss fire you, or is in your anger you walk off of the work. Anger. This one make you kill people. This one make you do things and you say to yourself, did I really do that? No. You need to be emotionally intelligent. Right? Train yourselves not to jump to anger first. Right?
Sometimes I just a deep breath out. KK says, me, Shauna, proud and proper student.
Hi,
so
Shauna.
Super student, proud and super student.
Thank you, Shauna. Thank you. So we do have a couple persons here who did the book club already. Oh, I should tell you that the book club, we're doing another session on book club, but this is for advanced. So we're going to have 2 groups. We're going to have the beginners group where we take you back through the basics that Shauna and Sophie for Christ and who else did it? We're going to take it. And Dawn did it. So Donna. So Shauna, Donna, and Sophie for Christ will move to the advanced level. And in that one, we'll look at stock trading, stocks, how to trade stocks. Remember I said, some of you always want to trade stocks. So if you're going to trade stocks, we have to study the game, we have to learn the rules, and we have to study the players. We can't just jump on us to we're going to do something. We're going to study. We don't have a study. We're going to do that. And we're going to do more advanced calculations in real estate. So how do you calculate your return on investment? Someone want to like Max are going a problem. But remember, bring a positive emotion. Your love of maths. You're right.
But chances are you will need to do add, subtract, and divide and multiply, right?
You have to learn some formulas.
Oh.
I must say everything is mathematical and scientific, you know. All right. Greed. Greed. This is one of the negative emotions that you have to guard yourself against. So if there's Sandra. So if 4 of you come to the table to do a deal, let us say you say, all right, I say a piece of land. Well, me and one can't do this now. I call 3 of my friend. I may call 3. And he said, come, we could go into this together. One man a go ball out. No, man, I want the whole light. Me alone will buy it. Forget, say, you find the place, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Greed has taken him over.
Yeah.
Right? Greed has taken him over because he may have more money than you and all of that, right? Not realizing that, yes, he might go buy it. He can buy it by himself. But he need you to develop the land.
Yeah.
You need your
He
intelligence. Yes, your intelligence, your know-how, your this, your that. But greed. So him buy it and he sit down there and him don't do nothing. Because he can't do it. So you need money and you need brains to come together. So we need labor and we need capital to come together to do things. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So Steve Jobs may have had a lot of money, but him still need
brains
to do it. Right?
I think he had brains and then got the money after.
Okay, so he probably had the brains and he need capital.
Mm-hmm.
Put them together. Right? Remember, guys, jealousy, anger, greed, negative emotions.
Fear
is a negative emotion. So we find some lad I will call a friend them and say, come, we could do this together. Right away, them afraid. Why I don't want to lose my money, you know? Why? You don't know, you know, the place I look like it I go flood out, you know. Why? No, sir. Why? If you buy a house now, what go happen? So you call
bad, who going buy it back?
Yeah. So the fear. So you call your husband and you say, okay, you know, I say a place in Jamaica. More about a place in Jamaica, you know. I'm afraid, so you have to leave him now and go to Jamaica. afraid, you know. Make him tell you so you don't buy it, you know. Before him jump on the plane when they all come at the place.
Mm-hmm.
And walk behind it like a good foot soldier.
No,
even if him not have no money.
If you're gonna leave, you would tell him, say, buy it.
Yeah.
You just buy it and then cut. But I can tell you, you still think about it here and there.
Yeah, 1 or 2 times, right? So guys, fear is a negative emotion. Know when it is coming upon you, right? So when you're negotiating or tell me a situation where you've been fearful and the opportunity missed you. Somebody put it in the chat. Opportunity missed you because you were so fearful. I'm trying to remember.
Oh, you've had lots of them.
I've had lots of them. Same thing with the farmland.
Same thing with the Red Hills property. That's now a 4-unit apartment.
Yeah.
And the Topaz, which is now, what is it?
A townhouse complex. So I've had to overcome my fear, guys. Overcome your fear.
But in those cases, is what? Fear of bad road? What was your fear?
Fear that I won't be successful at it.
Oh.
Fear that I won't be successful in owning it. Fear that the bank won't give me the loan. Fear that I can't find the deposit. All right, the next negative emotion, hatred. Guys, you know, if you hate people, right? We had a case out here where a sister killed her, organized to kill her sister because she hated her. They were always quarreling. She actually paid people to go kill the little girl. Hatred will drive you to do things, and it's definitely a path to failure. You are going nowhere with hatred. I can tell you, but in your grave, early.
But you notice with a lot of these jealousy, anger, greed, fear, hatred, they require a lot of thought, you know, a lot of time of you sitting in here and just thinking in your brain by yourself.
Yeah. A lot of energy.
Yeah.
It's just so much. And while you're doing that, you're getting gray hair. Mm-hmm. You don't look pretty, you look haggard. Yeah, you look at some people and know so them hate some people. You know. When you see them face, you're like, oh, no, come on.
Who do you?
Yeah, and you can't be married to a man, live in the same house with the same man or woman, and you hate them. You can't hate your children, right? Hate the people around you.
Mm.
I tell you, they can't get rich by themselves, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It not gonna work. You need people. So don't go around hating.
I hear
people.
Xander.
I hear Xander. Xander? No, Xander, you can't come on the show, look so. Where's your mother?
Hi.
What?
Counting.
Thank you. Yeah, there are two of us.
Two. What?
Yeah.
Two of us, yes. You can't come on the show, look so, man.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Oh, he's counting you.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Good boy.
Yeah.
So he's counting the numbers on the, what do you call this again? The PowerPoint.
Mm-hmm.
5.
So why them never be the man?
1, 2, 3.
What? No what?
Wheels.
You go to the wheels on the
1,
truck?
2, 3, 3,
He's good, man.
32.
Mazanda, you need to go up, you need to be there now. Remember, we have dinner at 5 o'clock. We have dinner at 5 o'clock. So you have to be there and put on your good clothes. Right? Right?
1, that is 5.
What? That word is jealousy. Second one is anger. Third one is greed.
3.
Greed.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5. Yeah. All right. The next one coming up now is revenge.
6.
And that's number 6. Revenge, guys. So don't try and get revenge from people. Them do that all the time. No? Try and get revenge from
1, 2, 3, 6.
people. So you jump to 6.
2, 3, 6.
All right. The next one coming up is 7. Yeah, you said it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 7.
Oh, you go too fast, man.
1, 2, 3, 4, 7.
You can't read 7 so quick. All right. So superstition is the next one. You get superstitious of your brother or sister. What, you want me to count it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Your turn.
KK says Papa can see it.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So he likes to count forward and backwards. All right, Xander, you can't come hijack me YouTube live, you know. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Your turn.
Okay. So it says we are not seeing you guys screen properly on screen. Let's see what's happening.
Yeah, no, don't touch it yet. Wait. So we're doing superstition. You get superstitious of your brother and sister that they're not going to do what it is that they're supposed to do. So your brother says, yes, send 10,000 US so that you can buy the land. You get superstitious. I need a parent to come for Xander. Xander, who is close? Brent? Rachel? Say hi. Say hello. Everybody's looking at you.
Hi.
Yes, say hi. Everybody's looking at you. Show me number 1.
What is it?
Show me one finger.
What?
One finger. On your hand.
2.
No, 1. Don't touch the screen. Tony trying to fix something. Don't touch the screen.
All right, show me 2.
Show me 2.
2 fingers.
Not on the screen. 2 fingers. You're looking for the number 2. Number 2 is not there. It's not there.
The 3.
Where is the 3? You see 3 right there?
It's 3 people.
You see 3 people. Oh, that's true. 1, 2, 3. Yes. This is what? Hmm? Tony might have taken him down. Rachel, Brent, somebody.
You can go down by yourself. Go to mommy.
Go to mommy, Sandra.
Watch your step. Go to mommy.
No one leave.
No. Go to mommy.
You're back on the screen with. Are you seeing the screen now? Are you seeing the screen? Somebody say yes, no, maybe so.
What I may have to do is.
No, but I think they're seeing the screen now.
You're seeing it.
Just check your comments. Check the comments.
Ah, yes, much better.
All right, Tony, take him downstairs. Let me finish this. What? Go to your mother. What? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right, bring up back here.
4, 2, 3, 5.
Reach these.
Shopping.
Yeah, go on to your mother. You need to get ready for dinner. All right. All right, so let me see if I can maneuver this now. So revenge, revenge, and superstition. You get superstitious about things that they're not going to do the right thing or something like that. So those are the negative emotions, right? Those of you just joining us, we're doing emotional intelligence. So we discussed, first of all, what were the positive emotions? Positive emotions of love, romance, sex, all of those, faith, those are the positive emotions. And you have the negative ones, which are definitely the path to failure: jealousy, anger, greed, fear, hatred, revenge, superstition. Right? So try and get these out of your life. When you see them rear their heads, you say no. Use the positive emotions towards success. Very important. Now we're looking at Palmetto Pines. So Palmetto Pines has started. Some of you have already applied for your lots. Tony, you want to give us the map? Where's the map? We can go to the Palmetto Pines website. So some of you have already started applying for the lots. Palmetto Pines is on St. John's Road, going up to Dovecot. You don't reach Dovecot and you don't reach Green Acres, right? It's in the vicinity where, yes, it always floods. We know that. So our engineers will fix that flooding. That's part of the design, that the flooding has to be fixed, right? So when our development has completed phase 1, then the police station can now open because flooding over, right? So it's a blue and white building across the street from the blue and white building that's supposed to be the police station. We have a Palmetto website up, palmettopinesja.com. That website is up. You can go to it. We have the application form. We're Tony showing you the map now. So the map starts to light up. This is everybody so far who has applied so far. So you can watch the map, the Palmetto Pines map, and you will see where we are, what's still available. Scroll up with the map. I think you're missing part of the map. Come on here, the map itself. Right, so this is the map itself. So down here, so is actually the back of the scheme. Some persons like to be back there, so they're choosing their lots down that side. And some persons like to be at the top, so they're choosing their lots at the top. These lots to the right are the smaller lots, 3,000 square feet, and to the left are the larger lots. The larger lots on the left side just hover over here for me. So the 600, so you see those size, 6,000 square feet and so on. 600, 637, 638, scroll down. These ones, I understand, I don't reach over there yet, but on Saturday I will. It was raining and really muddy. These lots are the ones with the view. That's what I understand. These ones running along the back line that are 6,000 square feet. The price list is also on the Palmetto Pines website. So we hope to be able to put the price when you hover over, Tony. So when you hover over now, you can see the number of the lot number, the 3,000 square feet, the size of the lot. And you can see that this lot is reserved because it is in this blue, it's in this blue highlight. So the codes are when it is reserved, when it's available, it's going to be in this teal green, right? And it says available. When it is reserved, it's going to be in this blue color, it says reserved. When we're sold, it will be in red, under contract, yellow, and under offer in purple. Those of you who interacted with us when we were doing Belacre Estates know that we use the map. So we love to use a map because a map gives us a visual representation of what's going on and how many we're selling and how much more lots to have and the price and all of that, right? So you can also look at the map on the site and see what's going on. Those of you who want to visit the location, so we're there yesterday between 10 to 2, but our timing is supposed to be between 10 to 12 noon. And quite a number of persons came out and they choose their lots. You have updated it? It's updated already?
Yeah.
They came out and they chose their lots. So those of you who want to actually physically visit the location, come out on a Saturday between 10 and 12 noon. We have not yet put up our site office, which is going to be a container. I'm still waiting on that to go up. But we'll get it done. Hopefully we'll get it done this week. But it don't stop me from coming looking at the tractors, excavators have started scoping out the roads. So we can clearly see. So we were standing right here yesterday between lot 780 and lot 801. And the tractor has already scoped out this road, which is road number, what is it, Tony? Number 8? Road number 8, road number 6. We have now cleared it. And we're coming down in this vicinity to road number 1. But because it was raining and muddy, we didn't get to really walk it. But Tony going to be sending out some videos with some drone footage that will show you where we're at. So this is where we're at. So the commercial area is still all bushed up, which is why you're not seeing us from the road, because we haven't cleared the commercial lot. We're in the back here, so working. All right, so those of you who have not been able to purchase a house, price too high, start with a piece of land. This development will be gated. You will have access to a netball court, basketball court, a lawn tennis court. I tell you, game changer. And you will also have access to a kiddies playground. So you want your child to be in a safe environment. And also for building, for construction. Because it's gated, you don't have to worry about people that take away sand and gravel and all these things, right? Sand and gravel. But it's gated, so it's much better for construction, like we found out at Palmetto Estates, where it's gated, right? So your things are secure. You're not out in the open for elements and thief and 4-foot and 2-foot people take what it takes there, right? And you get to build your own home. Now remember, those on the 3,000 square foot lots, we'll be doing the designs. The designs are not out yet, but we will get them out very soon. 2, 3, and 4 bedrooms. Those on the 6,000 up lots, you can build your own house, but you will be responsible for your own sewage. Those on the 3,000 square feet, they will be connected to the sewage already.
Okay.
All right. So that's Palmetto Pines update. So we're actively selling. Person have been asking me, are you selling now? Are you selling now? Yes, we're selling right now. Go back to your slideshow. We also have a Union Estate. That's the property of the week. We have a house at Union Estate. Is that where I reach? Townhouse at Union Estate. 2 beds, 1 bath. 2 bed, 1.5 bath. Has a powder room in the ground floor. So that is 18 million. 2 bed, 1 bath. It's townhouse style. It's joined on one side.
No, it's joined on
two
two sides.
Sorry, this one joined on 2 sides. Yeah. All right, so that's the property of the week. If you want to see it, you give us a call.
We also have a video of it on YouTube.
Right. Next. Go back to your slideshow.
Oh yes, sorry.
And we were gonna do national land agents, but we might need to leave it for next week. You have any questions?
Oh, before we do that, I actually wanted to read a testimonial.
Oh, you have a testimonial? Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So CJ filled out the testimonial form.
Okay.
And they say, "Hi, Claudia and Tony. I really appreciate you both because after just a few months of listening to your program back in 2021, after just 1 year of marriage at the age of 25, we were able to own our own home. Your program really helped us."
Wow. CJ. I love when the young people step out.
Yeah.
Love when the young people step out in faith. So you got married. You did it the right way. Buy a property.
25 years of age.
25 years of age. Congratulations, CJ. And congratulations to your wife for being on board, for being loving. I'm sure all of the emotions that we spoke about came into play.
I made it possible.
I made it possible, right? So again, congratulations and big up. So those of you who want to fill out a testimonial, you have the form, you want to drop it back in the chat?
Yes.
So we realize some persons don't want to come on to talk. So we have a testimonial link. You just click on it, fill out your testimonial, and then we'll read it on the live. So CJ says, after just a few months of listening to us back in 2021, and after just 1 year of marriage, at the age of 25, we were able to own our own home. This is what I want to hear. This is what we want to hear, Tony.
Yeah.
Makes such a difference. We're not talking about age 50 and age 60 to buy a house. And I know you guys are going to go on to buy more, not just one.
All right, this is just the first.
This is just the first one. You're going to go on to buy more real estate. So everybody keep the testimonial coming. You can fill out the testimonial link. We just put it in the chat. So Tony, we're gonna do National Land Agency next week.
Oh, we're out of time?
Yeah, National Land Agency is a long. Can we do it? I don't think so.
You only have 4 minutes.
Only have 4 minutes, right?
Right, you have to get back to the question.
Let's wrap the questions. Let's get back to the questions.
Should have some questions here.
Remember, if you want a mortgage officer, please ask us. Send me a WhatsApp and ask me. I have a lot of WhatsApp messages now because of the Palmetto Pines. So, but I definitely try to get to them. I'm answering persons way up into the nights and so on. When I come off here too, I know I'll have some, but after dinner I'll answer those, right?
Okay. Questions. Okay. It's not scrolling all the way back, but I'm seeing here how easy it is to get a mortgage to buy a rental property from these banks. Do you have to show them projected cash flows for the property in question?
No, you have to show them your income. That's all I really want, to make sure that you can afford the property.
And that you can pay the mortgage.
Yeah. It's going to be tricky to prove to the bank that you're relying on rental that you don't have. Unless this place already comes with the rental, they have the current lease agreements in place. It's a place historically that has been rented for a while, and the landlord is able to give you all the numbers and give you the rental. Now, if you join the book club, for the advanced book club, those are some of the things that we look at in how you determine if this rental property really is worth buying as a business. There's a different way you're going to look at it now. But usually, the bank will look at your income. They want to make sure you can afford a property. Our banks here tend not to be interested in rental income. Whatever reason.
Letitia Law says, "Good afternoon, ladies. Afternoon." Winston Cope says, "Money is created through debt." And Michael says, no, Dwight says, "Hi, ladies. I'm contributing to NHT, but I already own 2 properties. What benefits can I get from NHT?"
Home improvement 2.5. From July, does that move to 3.5?
I am not sure.
We're not sure. You need to check. But if you own a property already, unfortunately, NHG not giving you 7.5. You're getting what's called home improvement loan. You can use the money and home improvement on that property. One of those properties that you have already. That's what probably reaches on that saving. I probably won't get the NHT loan. I'm thinking, but is it worth it? So let us say you're a parent. So I'm a grandparent and I want to buy Xander and Zayvna property. Give them a house already with a name on it.
You wouldn't do that. You'd buy the property in a trust and then let them be a beneficiary of the trust. That way their name itself is not on it.
I wouldn't put their name on the title. True. Yeah. So those of you listening to us now, you have young children, but you still want to give them property, right? Buy it in a trust. That's the other thing that we were looking at
in the
advanced group. So in the advanced group, we're looking at stocks, how to invest. We're going to be studying using a book to study, and that book is actually written by a Jamaican. We're also looking at real estate, the numbers. Ooh, don't need a pen, all right.
My pen.
Real estate, the numbers.
As in what? Rental property? What?
How to calculate the numbers.
Oh.
Your return on your investment, all of that. There are some numbers that you have to know. And we'll also look at trust deed. Our trust, which is another way to hold real estate. Not just having your name in a title or having it on a company's name, but certainly what are the trust deed, what are the benefits, or what are the advantages and disadvantages, and how you set it up and all of that. That's what we're looking at. But that's advanced class, you know. So if you don't know advanced, don't jump into the class. You know? Just kidding. You need to do both classes together. Right. Because you need to have some fundamentals. Because Think and Grow Rich, book that we studied, is going to bring your mind home to certain things. It's going to open up your mind. Remember, we talk about the emotional intelligence. Mm-hmm. If you go through that book, you kind of develop some emotional intelligence. In book club 1, 2, or the amateur club section, junior club section, people just coming on, we also do a book called The Richest Man in Babylon. That book have some fundamentals that you need to know to get you on your way to the riches. If you don't know it, you win the lotto tomorrow, you're still gonna broke. Mm-hmm. Guaranteed. Within 2 months, 3 months, you're broke because you never read The Richest Man in Babylon. You can't go read it now. The book is online. The book is in the bookstore. It's all about. If you're like me, I need to highlight on this, order the book from Amazon. But if you're not like me, you need to have the physical. Like me, I have to have the real book in my hand. If you're not like me, in the digital era, you can go to the same place to Amazon and download digital version, so Kindle version, or something like that. But that's something. I like the free book.
Sophia says Xander's a smart boy, and Deza says look like he'll be the family accountant.
Yeah, the problem solver.
Staffy says, Miss D, how can I know if expanding my property is worth it? I want to add value and a little extra space, but not if the house will not significantly increase in value.
No, these are the things that you learn in the real estate, the advanced course that we're going to be doing. No, you have to think. 2 things that's what you want, you know.
Value and space.
No, read it again. Oh, no time up. I'm waiting for this.
Miss D, how can I know if expanding my property is worth it? I want to add value and a little extra space.
So she said worth it. She want to add value. So it sounds like she want capital gain, which is we're going to learn that in advance. So she want capital gain. So if it valued $10 now,
Mm-hmm.
when she do the addition and she spend $5, she want it valued $20, not 50, 20. More
Okay.
value.
Yeah, that depends on where she
And
is.
she
though.
wants a little space.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, them two don't work together. This is the thing now.
We might not work together.
Because she sound like,
And the truth is, too, a property in its most basic state appreciates a little faster than when you've done all these fancy things to it.
she wants a little more space, which is personal now.
Mm-hmm.
She might be in the most valuable space in the house. Think about it, guys. So let us say this is a 3-bed and she got add a 1-bed here, a 2-bed here. She not a big part, the 3-bed. She want more space. Is that investment?
Maybe she just wants to add like a second living room so that the kids don't bombard her.
But she want more space.
Mm-hmm.
And she want more capital gain.
Mm-hmm. But she'll get capital gain in a few months, actually.
Might not get it.
Might not
Depends
get
on
it.
where the house is and what you add to it. And what the purpose of the addition.
Mm-hmm.
So let us say the purpose of this addition is to lick out living room and make it bigger.
Yeah, that's not going to add more value.
Mm-hmm. So you have to think. There are some numbers that you have to know to work that out. And a personal house is not an investment property here. Remember. Personal house is a liability. Because you take money to your pocket. If you join the book club in a book one, with the rich dad poor dad too. He's the one who taught us that. So your personal house is not an investment property. Yeah, you're going to go, oh, it make capital gain. The house I'm sitting in now is our personal house. Am I going to make any money from this? No. Because we're not selling it. Every month we have to pay light, water. Tony just show me one maca tree we're growing on the side. Which if we go call somebody now, if we go pay him now, if we go take it out. It's a constant
Can I just throw some like black tar oil on it or something? Won't it die on its own? No? I have to go, but if I keep calling someone to cut it, I'm gonna have to keep cutting it.
Hear this now. This is somebody who own real estate talking rubbish. I said shortcut. So I saw you going to treat the real estate, oh my God. You can't do that. And this is what I'm saying.
I know, but isn't there a more permanent solution for the maca?
What's the permanent
Because
solution?
it's been a pest for like 15 years.
So you have to dig out the matter from a root.
We've already done that.
No, you haven't. Apparently some maca is still there. Are the maca they done seed already?
Maybe.
Yeah. You have to do things the right way. When it comes to your real estate investment, you have to treat it with love.
Mm-hmm.
The same thing. You have to treat it with love. It's like I went to a house, and as I entered the house, I said, Tony, what a cop? No. There's a tree growing out. There's a tree growing out on the side of the house.
A tree? Wow.
Tony, your tree that grew out on the side of the house.
Really?
Remember when I looked up, I said, "But what happened? We fixed the bathroom upstairs, so we had to dig out the wall."
Oh, it's my house.
On the side. Tony and had ferns growing out of the side. And I'm like, I just stepped onto this property not even 2 seconds, and I saw that. And she says to me, "But Mom, you know I didn't see it."
Because I'm not looking up there.
No, but
and chances are when I go around there, it's in the night. I'm always around there.
Yeah, but let me tell you, when you have your property, the property is your livelihood. That's what it is, you know. You have to pay attention. No matter where in the world you are, you have to pay attention. It's like your baby, because that is what is going to give you the apple and the mango so you can eat food.
True.
If you don't water it, nourish it, pick out the weed them from around it, get rid of the maca tree where stifle it from grow, protect it with the paint and the this and the that. If you do not do that, you have a deteriorating asset.
True.
and you have decreasing returns.
Mm-hmm.
So your real estate asset is like a tree that you grow from a seedling. You nurture it. You clean off the leaves. You water the ground so that the plant root can really seed and be strong. That's why the foundation of the house has to be so strong so that it can withstand shocks of hurricanes and earthquakes and those things. You understand, Tonya? So every time you pull up to a place, it could have just be bush. It could not have no house on it. But you have to check. Right upon this place here. Roach take over the place. Is this infested with all kind of things? Pure maca tree grow. Why wouldn't plant an orange tree and an apple tree if you give it some place, some value? So that when you're selling it, you can say, oh, you know, that 2 apple tree, 3 mango. You know what, people buy place just for that.
I know, right?
Yeah. So everybody remember. Those of you who will jump into the advance, I wish to announce it. The timing is what's bothering me. What I'm not so sure is if I'm running both of them together, I'll probably need to get on the juniors one or the amateur one.
You know you can't run both of them together, right? You're gonna run out of time.
On the same day, I'm saying we could do the amateur one before YouTube Live. Then YouTube Live, then go to dinner and start the advanced one after 6.
And I'm saying that's not going to work.
Why?
Because you don't stick to time like that. And right before we come on YouTube Live on Sundays, there's always this whole heap of things that we have to do.
You know, I hear you don't have no faith.
I don't have any faith in you in terms of time because I know you. To get you here at 3 o'clock on a Sunday is a whole heap of work already. Trying to get you here 2 hours before that at 1 p.m.
Yeah.
I know it's gonna be too much.
But you have to have faith. You have to have hope. You have to have enthusiasm.
I have history on my side.
You have to have enthusiasm.
I have records.
It is a lot of work because even before we came on live, we went and had to we're with a client buying a property, so we had to get that written up and all of that. So, and then went after live to after dinner, have to go and do the same thing with another client. So yeah, it can be tricky, but you don't have to make the sacrifice because I want you to learn. I want you to take these lessons to your children, to your grandchildren, so that they understand what needs to be done, so that we are not left in poverty all over again.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not because we didn't try. We tried, but we just didn't know what to do. So your mother and father tried. Them go work, them feed them, do all of that. But them just never know the next step and what to do.
Some of them bought properties.
Yeah.
What happened is before they died, they didn't know how to leave any succession.
Yes.
Because a lot of us sit around and mama did have this, papa did have that. We sit down on 20 acres and nobody knows what to do with it because mama never leave no will and there's 10 of us who is to inherit this.
It's not even mama never leave no will. Mama never teach you, say, you must have met maca growing on the side of the wall. Mama never teach you, say, listen to the maca tree, they're going to dig it out and make sure it don't come back. Teach you how to sweep a yard, how to paint, how to change a door lock. Right? I teach my children all of that. If I need a door lock change, I say, Rachel, you go change a lock. Tony and lock need to change. Go to the light switch there, you need to go change it. I have to learn all of that.
Mm-hmm.
And even if you call a plumber to do something, what exactly is the plumber supposed to do? You must know. So I understand. You grew up in a household where you just come, you eat food, you sleep, you go. You don't know how the bills pay. You don't know how to take care of it. And you don't understand that this property is what sustains you, what keeps the family together, what shelters you from storms, real storms and imaginary storms.
Mm-hmm.
You don't understand that because you weren't taught. But you have to understand that. You have to understand the passion behind when I say to Tonya, listen, I don't want to see a foreigner grow to the side of the building. And I say it with feeling and passion. So she understands that this is how I feel. It could just be a block and steel wall.
Mm-hmm.
But this is a block and steel wall that I built from scratch with love, with desire, with hope, with enthusiasm, with faith. You understand? This is the passion that went into it. So I don't want it destroyed. Neither by my children or my grandchildren. I don't. So when we teach Xander, I said Tony, I'm teaching him the other day to wash the mesh windows. That's what you do. You have to teach your children these things. Today I saw him on the floor of the driveway with what was it, a Scotch Brite, scrubbing the driveway, right? You have to teach them to take care of these things. And you have to impart your passion. We talk about emotional intelligence. That is what drives you. Everything is emotionally. So it's emotional before it's physical. The mens rea comes before the actus rea. Look up those two words. Learn them in a little time that I did law. But it's all about the emotions, right? You have to get that under your belt, or you're not gonna be able to work with people. That's the first thing, because you don't have you don't understand emotions. People act through their emotions. That's the lesson that we want to bring about. So if you need your man to get together with you to buy a house, you have to appeal to him emotional side. And don't tell me about Mums Davis, if I pick him, I know what's ever been put him for going to house. If I know what's ever buy house, I put him pick to them. That don't work. I don't work with men at least. It's you have to get to his emotional side. He has to feel that he wants, really wants. He has to have the desire to get into this, to own this house, right?
Mm-hmm.
So,
and you can have enough desire for him,
You really think so?
Yeah, most men, they'll follow their wives.
That's true.
They'll follow you.
They'll follow you. That's true. They really will. I kid you not. Once he loves you and he's really into you, that's why I said get everything when the love's strong.
I want to realize men do things quicker that they understand. So if you're not even sure about this house business, if you just say, this is what we do, and you just put the paper in front of him to sign, and you say, this is what I look at, this is what I like, and whatever he'll just go along with it. He's not going to put up too much hassle.
Yeah, no. I've never sold a house to a couple, and it's not the woman make the decision. Yeah. If that woman come in there and don't like it, that man not buying it. Even if him come and him like it. First of all, him not even make her know him like it.
I know.
He's not. He's
like you said, baby, what you think? It's like, oh, you feel.
Yeah. He's not going to commit himself to it if his woman is not into it. I can tell you that, guys. So ladies will have more power than they think. They're just not using it.
Yeah.
Right?
And then you'll hear someone that say, she's like, I don't like the kitchen, but I can't fix that for you, I can't fix that.
I'm why.
Yeah.
And I want to tell you, if you not like that house, you're not going to know. It's as long as you like it, you work with it. That's how men are. They're very easy. And they want to please their women, right? So use your power of the positive emotions, the love, the hope, the faith. Tell me them again. Love, hope, enthusiasm, faith, romance, sex. I'm missing one, everybody. Which one am I missing?
Desire.
See me, I know them by heart. Almost. Because you have to fix your mind with those. So don't bother know about the negative one. Forget about what them want them. I don't want you to study them. I want you to know the positive ones and keep your mind, your being, your well-being, everything about you.
This person is interested. How to buy land that is not claimed.
What does that mean? There's no land that is not claimed. Every land have a name on it, whether it be the government or an individual. Not claimed meaning you don't see anybody build on it or plant 2 fruit tree, don't mean it don't belong to anybody. Every parcel of land belongs to either an individual or the government or a company.
Even a person that may have passed.
Even a person who may have died. The land belongs to their estate and their rightful heirs, their children. Go again. You can't claim again. Children, grandchildren, And they say
Children
stop.
and children's children. I think your sibling can claim too.
No, I don't think your sibling can claim it now. Your mother and father can claim.
Mm-hmm.
So if you don't have any children, it's your mother and father next. I don't even think your sisters can and brothers can claim.
So you mean if I had a property and you died, so there's only Rachel left. Rachel cannot claim a property.
If who had a property? You?
Yeah. She can't claim it, but she'd be my
No, but
only
me-
relative.
Me can claim it. But if me die, I don't think so. We can look at it. It's called the tornado
Right
law.
of succession.
No, there's a law that governs it. There's such a term as right of succession.
I'm trying to remember. Maybe somebody in the group will know.
Who is a lawyer in the group?
Or a paralegal.
There's something that governs who can claim after a person dies. There's a hierarchy in terms of the type of
Right of survivorship. That's what it's
relatives,
called.
right of survivorship.
Yeah. Under the right of survivorship, each tenant possession an undivided interest in the whole estate.
No. When one tenant dies, that's not it. Another that man. That's something to do with inheritance.
I think it's survivorship.
No.
No?
No. Something to do with succession and who? Not succession.
The order of
Intestate.
succession or the right of succession is the line of individuals necessitated to hold a high office when it becomes vacated.
No,
That's not that.
Something to do with death
Something to do with
or
death.
inheritance. Scroll up. Type in hierarchy of beneficiaries.
The transfer of the right and obligations of a
No.
descendant. It's in succession law, though.
Yeah. Let me see succession. It's not in succession law. Nature of succession. No. Succession have to do with who take over from you when you're gone. This
Yeah,
is
but
inheritance.
It comes under
Son.
succession.
Come on, a succession.
Mm-hmm.
When are you the
It's under
3 years and I'm
family law.
not Harry? Can't. I'm going to 3 months, people.
Right of inheritance.
After my caveat. Descendants, though sometimes using reference to property acquired for a will, inheritance includes only property that descends to heirs through intestacy when a person dies. So what we need to know is the law
of intestate.
the heirs that descends to an heir. So I need to know what is the
right of inheritance.
Yes. What is the rights of inheritance? Let's see. Inheritance names determine who has a legal right to claim your property after you die. Estate planning in some cases. Okay, right. So Jamaica has an inheritance act. We have an inheritance act in Jamaica. Where do I find it now?
Yeah, Monica says, so if the husband dies, can the wife claim?
Yes,
she can.
for sure.
Wife, children, and parents.
Yeah, what we're trying to find out is if your sister and them people have any rights.
Just Google, can your sibling claim on your property if you die?
No, there's a succession.
Or just list it. Just ask Google. Google, what is the order of succession?
Not succession, inheritance. What's the word again?
Yeah, inheritance.
What is the order of inheritance? We need to go down for dinner. Everybody waiting on us.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, we have to get to the dinner table before we get fired. What is?
Okay, it says your spouse, your children, and grandchildren, both biological and adopted, your parents, and your siblings. Some states prioritize full siblings over half siblings, while others consider them equally.
Right, but this is your siblings only come in place if you don't have no wife, you don't have no children, you don't have no grandchildren and no great grandchildren.
And no parents.
And no parents. Siblings are way down on the line. We have to research it. Somebody research it, bring it come next week. Not me alone must research it. There's an Inheritance Act, I think, of Jamaica that we can look at.
Mhm.
Inheritance Act, that's what it's called. You need to know all these things.
Right, because now that you have the property, what's next?
What's next? I don't think a lot of people think that far.
Mm-mm. That's why we have a lot of
War.
properties that are left without any,
And a lot of war, hatred, jealousy,
or the will is left, but the will is so simple.
and vague.
I leave all my properties to my children. So you have to go to the court to go say I'm more of a child to mom than you were, so I should get more.
Or you're something. Some persons
You're
don't
not
want to
really
say
related. We have to do DNA test.
Yeah. And they must say, but you're half sister and all kind of things. So guys, you really need to deal with it before you die, right?
Mm.
All right. So Tony, we're way over time. Thank you so much for staying with us today. We had a great session. As usual, we learn a lot of things from you. One of them is the same NHT that we need to research.
Mm-hmm.
And we want to wish for you a beautiful Sunday. This week, it's going to be a sunny week, I think, in Jamaica. Last week, it rained, it poured, but we managed. We love the rain too, you know. We love the sunshine.
It didn't bother me that much.
But no, it didn't. It didn't. I don't like driving in it, but it wasn't
But
hard.
we didn't drive in it.
No.
Drove around it.
Around it, yeah. So everybody, again, thank you so much. We'll see you next week.
Bye, everyone.
Bye. Have a productive week. And remember to come and buy one of the Palmetto Pines from us.
All right, and before you go, remember to like this
Oh,
video
yes. Like the video.
and share it with your friends and family.
Right. And what else you want them to do? You want them to go on the YouTube channel to check out the videos.
Right, for Union Estate, because we're selling that right now.
Right. And also to share a video. So if you know somebody wants a looking piece of land, long time, Palmetto Pines, share the video so that they can come out and purchase the lot. All right. And you can purchase it for an investment as well. And it's going to be gated. Land is no more land now make. So land is a good investment. Land banking.
Yeah.
Right. Bye everybody.
Bye.